my supporters for supporting my channel, supporting my brand. And if you are a consistent viewer, I appreciate your consistency. Continue to check out my videos before you make a decision on whether or not you want to subscribe to my channel. So with that being said, let's get down to today's very important live stream lecture. The focus of this lecture is, are you mastering your money? Are you mastering your money? I'm going to present some valuable information on some ways that you can master your money. This particular lecture ties into the core concept of my channel, that money, that financing, that budgeting, etc. So first of all, you gotta let go of the past. You gotta learn from your mistakes and move on. It's the first place to start. So if you want to master your money, you need to let go and deal with those mistakes. You gotta do that. That's very, very important. For example, if you use credit cards too carelessly, then recommit yourself to getting out of debt and staying out of debt. Another important pointer is learn personal finances your way, not somebody else's way, your way. Because over the years, I've came across countless financial advice, rather it was listening to other individuals on YouTube, reading about financial advice, getting advice from peers, experts, while I certainly listen to what they are saying, but it's not always applicable to me because everyone's financial situation is unique and applicable to that person. So in short, when it comes to your finances, do what works best for you. And I'm here to tell you, as long as you are reaching your goals, there's honestly no right or wrong way to do this. Because Marie Holiday, I'm here to tell you, I have met my financial goals, and it's been met several years ago, and it is a powerful feeling. And I'm gonna tell you something, I did what works for me because my finances ain't looking like somebody else's finances when I was living in financial disruption, and I'm here to tell you. So to get you started, there are a couple of pointers I also want to emphasize on. You gotta establish, I don't care what your situation is, you have got to establish short-term goals, such as creating a budget. You gotta create a budget. That's basic. That's basic number one pointer in getting out of debt. I don't care how much debt you're in, you got to create a budget. And reducing unnecessary spending, expenses. Set long-term goals as well. This could be getting out of debt or retiring early. I'm getting ready to retire early this year, and I'm telling you something, it's a powerful feeling. Prioritize your goals in order to guide you in creating a financial plan. Also, you can work on short-term and long-term goals simultaneously together. Keep in mind that when developing your financial plan, that budgeting is key. I'm gonna stress this, that budgeting is key. Moreover, always contribute to your long-term goals. If you haven't done so yet, it is critical to build an emergency savings account. That's critical. And I'm gonna give you an example of how critical that is. I got to get some air conditioning work done on my car. I had 3 different professional mechanics analyze it, take a look at it. I already knew it was going to be up there. And bottom line, the total bill is going to be $2,010. $207. I paid the bill up front. I got my appointment Tuesday, but it was power. It was power to literally be able to pull that $2,000 out of my savings account without going in debt, without borrowing from nobody. I don't deal with credit cards. So that's why it's critical to build an emergency fund when things come up. And I'm here to tell you. And I can, and when the technician, once they found out what was going on and everything, when he met back up with me, he literally said, it's gonna cost a pretty penny. Do you want to get a Firestone credit card? And I looked at him. I said, no, I'm good. I don't do credit cards. And then he even said, you can put a certain percentage down so we can go ahead and order the parts. I said, no, let's go ahead and just pay the whole bill right now. That was power. That literally was power to be able to do that and not create new debt. And I paid the bill in full, got my receipt from Firestone, and my car would be 100% repaired on Tuesday because they had to set up an appointment. And I say that to say it's critical to build an emergency fund because you never know what's gonna come up. And I'm here to tell you. And another key piece is you gotta stay motivated. You gotta stay motivated by making decisions. For example, let's say that you want to tackle your credit card debt. To achieve this, you decide to cancel your gym membership. There's so many other ways you can work out and remain healthy and stay in shape other than joining a gym. You can get certain equipment set up in your area of your house and work out at home. You can incorporate going outside and taking nature walks and all of that. So to achieve this, you can just decide to cancel your gym membership, take your lunch to work daily versus going out to eat every day, and use the money towards your credit card debt. And I'm telling you, those tips and strategies really do work. They really do. This decision will put you in the driver's seat, which will motivate you to keep on saving and investing. In paying off debt, the method you use will vary depending on the type of debt. Like I said, everybody's debt don't look the same, but you gotta have a method in terms of a game plan to get yourself out of the debt. And one of those methods that has worked for me was the snowball effect. As an example, that snowball effect means that you pay towards a debt, send money towards a debt multiple times throughout the month, and then you're chipping away at that debt and plus paying the regular bill. So you can use the snowball method as an example to pay off credit card debt, to pay off your car, to even pay off your mortgage. So that's one technique that's very valuable. While medical bills may require consolidation or using the avalanche approach, the avalanche approach is where you pay towards a bill or 2 or 3 large lump sum towards a bill or within a month to knock that principal down on that bill. So you can use the snowball approach where you're paying multiple times throughout the month. And then you can use the avalanche approach on the bill where you pay a large lump sum on a bill a couple of times a month and specify for that money to go towards the principal. I use the combination of the snowball and avalanche approach to literally pay my mortgage off 20 years early, sold my home and made a tremendous profit. And I'm here to tell you, another key thing in terms of mastering your money is you gotta pay yourself first. The idea behind paying yourself first is pretty simple. Before you pay your bills, shop for groceries, or treat yourself, you gotta set aside a percentage of your paycheck for savings and investing. Set it up to go in directly, is hitting coming out of your account. And I'm telling you, that's a powerful method. You will begin to see your emergency savings account rise, your investments rise, your 401, even when I retire, I'm going to still invest in my other 401s where off the top, a certain amount of money off the top is going into my investments. You won't even miss the money. And another strategy behind that, when you pay off a bill, say if you pay off a credit card bill or your car note or your mortgage, whatever money you were spending on that bill, take that same money and invest it into your emergency savings account or your portfolio or your 401, because you were spending the money anyway. So as I knocked out a lot of my bills over the past several years, all I did was took that money I would have been spending and bumped up my investments, my 401 and my savings, because I don't miss the money anyway. So that's critical. Whatever what you don't need to do when you pay off bills, whether it's credit card or car note or your mortgage, don't go out and get another car. Don't go out and get a bigger mortgage. No, take that same money and build your wealth. That's the secret. When I really saw the power of that, when I saw the power of diverting my money once I paid off a bill, I'm here to tell you there's no way in the world that I would have been able to position myself to get ready to retire early up out of this workforce in a couple of months. And trust me, I would never have to work another day in my life by the grace of God, because I mastered my money, because I had the mindset, as I saw my parents and grandparents working themselves to death. I say there's got to be another way. And once you discover that way, we owe it to ourselves to transfer that knowledge, to share that knowledge to family members on social media, and everybody who want to listen, because I got a 30-year-old daughter and she already got the mindset, I'm not working myself to death. I'm increasing money going into my retirement and my portfolio. And that's the kind of knowledge that we want to transfer and pass down to our children so they can build their own wealth versus passing down generational poverty. We got to step up to the plate, and I'm here to tell you. So because all of these tips and strategies, I'm telling you, once you really wrap your mind around it, you will position yourself to rise above your financial situation. Bottom line, it's time for us to make financial changes. It literally only takes 10 or 20 minutes to set up any type of automatic transfer or split your direct deposit in your savings accounts, your 401s. It literally takes a split second to do that. Another key piece is you gotta conduct I would say either a once a month or once every other month, a financial review of how your finances is looking. During this time frame, you should be paying attention to your assets and liabilities, aka what you owe, what money you got coming in and what's going out. You got to pay attention to what's coming. I don't care if it's a $2 bill. You got to pay attention to what's coming in, what's going out, your assets, your liabilities, your income, your monthly expenses down to the penny. And I'm here to tell you, always know what's going on with your credit report, your FICO score, your credit report, your credit score. That's also ties into your financial health. And I'm here to tell you, reviewing this financial information will give you a better understanding of your financial health. Furthermore, you can then use this data to create a realistic budget so that you can reach the financial goals that you set out for yourself. And another key piece that many people overlook is improving your overall physical and medical health. Eating right, exercising, because when you begin to eat healthy, believe it or not, that'll reduce your grocery bill. I'm committed. I made a commitment meal this year to remove all dead food out of my diet, anything with added sugar. So when I did that, I began to see my grocery bill decrease, decrease, decrease. My overall health is phenomenal. I've lost almost 15 pounds since that time, which is improving my health. Stay on top of your doctor's appointments, pay attention to your lab work, because when you are in the best health that you can be in, then you're not spending money going back and forth to the doctors. You could have the best insurance in the world. You're still paying a copay. You're still paying your copay for medication. But if you improve your health, and you are in the best health that you can be in, by the grace of God, my lab work looks phenomenal. As I head into retirement, I'm on no medication. My lab work looks phenomenal. My numbers look phenomenal. I had a medical procedure in the hospital about a year ago, my colonoscopy, and when they looked at my chart, the doctor came in and he looked through my chart and he couldn't believe it. He said, "You're not on any medication?" I said, "No." Because most people at a certain age, they on something. Rather it's medication for high blood pressure, or high cholesterol, or whatever, diabetes. But if they ain't got none of that going on, he looked 2 times and he said, "You're on no medication?" "None." 20 minutes later, the nurse came in, looked through my chart, asked the same thing. "You're on no medication?" "I'm on no medication." So I say that to say, you can have all the money in the world. You can have all the investments in the world. But if your health is broken down, high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, heart problems, etc., 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 in and out of doctor's appointments on 30 different types of medications, then that will have a direct impact on your savings. That'll have a direct impact on not being able to build an emergency savings account, increase your portfolio. I say that to say health is wealth. Pay attention to your health, and all that means is making a lifestyle change to improve your health, to eat right and to exercise. And I'm here to tell you. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all have gotten something out of this powerful lecture in terms of, are you mastering your money? This particular topic directly ties into the concept of my book, Awake Financial Freedom. From 2007 to 2012, I literally was living in financial destruction. Nobody in the world could have told me I would be ready to exit up out of this workforce forever, at an early age. Portfolio looking phenomenal. Nobody could have ever told me, but it's all by the grace of God that he gave me the skills to master my money, to control my money, to write this testimony. And from 2012 to now, that's several years. And I still use this powerful book as a powerful resource to sustain my financial freedom, to enhance my financial freedom. I don't care what your financial situation is, this powerful book can benefit anyone at any financial level in terms of mastering your money, all of the tips and strategies I use to get out of debt, to pay my mortgage off 20 years early, to self-fund my daughter through college, to build my financial portfolio. I still have to use this powerful testimony as a resource to maintain the situation that I'm in right now. I'm going to put in a link in this description on how you can go about purchasing this powerful book, Awake Financial Freedom. It is spiritually driven, because I'll be forever grateful for God for giving me the skills to rise above my financial situation, to be in the position and to transfer this knowledge to my daughter and my family members and my nieces and my nephews, because it's got to be a better way. And I'm here. This is real talk. This is real talk. You got folks right now on your job, church, community. You may even have folks listening to this right now in your own families who are drowning in a sea of debt, borrowing from Peter to pay Paul, losing sleep. You got a lot of these folks on social media living a fake lifestyle, but yet drowning in a sea of debt. Don't know how they're going to even get out of the debt. This is real talk. And I'm here to tell you. And that's what I'm going to bring to this platform, the real deal. I will be forever grateful to Page Publishing Company, a world-renowned publishing company who transformed my manuscript into a published book. You know, as we speak right now, this published book is pretty soon will be available in audio tune, audio book. You know, my selected narrator is in the studio right now, transforming this published work into an audio book. When that hits, when that becomes available, I'm gonna do a live stream on that, and that all that's gonna do is drive my sales. You know, all of the royalty money I get from my publishing company, which I would get for the rest of my life, I turn around and reinvest that money to continue to build my portfolio. This book will outlive Marie Holiday. My book will outlive Marie Holiday in my living will. Then what that money would then be transferred to my daughter, in my grandchildren, in my true future grandkids. They will receive the royalty checks throughout my bloodline, because this book will outlive Marie Holiday. 100 years in the future, my descendants will be receiving the royalty checks from this powerful book, Awake Financial Freedom. You can walk in any bookstore in the world and purchase this book. You can purchase it from any platform, whether it's Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Apple, iTunes, Google Play, and pretty soon this powerful testimony will be available in audio book. That is the position we want to be in. We want to pass down generational wealth versus passing down generational poverty. So ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have. I noticed I had a couple of supporters chiming in. I want to thank you for listening to this lecture. Pass this lecture on. This is a powerful topic. Somebody may need to hear this. This is the concept of my business, Patterson Associates Resource Center. This is the concept of my book. It's the concept of my brand, and it's the concept of my channel. So that's all I have. Simplify, Simple Fidelis, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.